After almost 4 years, maybe 3.5, of not going over operator bios, I am back, and we are starting off with Nomad. What is going on, everybody? No strategy here. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoy it, and we are back with another video today. And in this video, I'm gonna be going over the background, bio, and information of Nomad. Nomad was part of the operation, what was she part of? Wind Bastion, Year 3, Season 4, before the new update for Season 4 came out. And so what I'm going to be going over is, again, her background, her bio, her information, everything about Nomad. So first, I want to start off with her appearance. Just like I did years ago, and I'm coming back to it, this is what she looks like. This is Nomad. She's part of the, I believe, the Middle Eastern Force. So first, let's start off with her loadout. So her unique ability is her air jab launcher. It is a rifle attachment shooting an adhesive repulsion device that detonates by proximity, which means any enemy that steps in contact with this device will be pushed away by an explosive, like air, like explosion of air, and pushes them down on their ass. And which means it gives her time to shoot them on the ground. It also makes a really loud noise once it goes off as well. Her next up is her first primary weapon, which is her AK-74M assault rifle. This more recent variant of the most manufactured gun fires a lighter caliber than its predecessor. It provides adequate range and a higher rate of fire. So the attachments on the weapon comes with many different ones as of right now. So 3 years later, we are in year 6, I think it is. It's been I haven't checked actually. So I'm assuming year 6 or year 7. So right now there's many different sights that are added onto the weapon now than was before. So we have a 1.5, we have the 2 times, the 2.5, and the 2.5B, and the 2.5A. We also have red dot B, red dot C, hollow A, hollow B, hollow C, hollow D, reflex A, reflex B, reflex C, and then also none. So most of these single ones, or the non-magnifying ones, will be on the majority or all weapons, I believe, all primaries. Or most primaries, I should say. The magnifications, like the 1.52, 2.5A and B, are not on all weapons. So these are very much variant based on the weapon that you're using. So these are the magnifying lenses that come with the weapon. The barrels, you can use many different barrels. You use a flash hider, compensator, muzzle brake, and suppressor on each of this weapon. Underbarrel always comes with a laser sight. Sometimes comes with grip, sometimes it doesn't. This one specifically does not. The next primary weapon it has is the ARX-200 assault rifle. It's heavy hitting, low capacity assault rifle chambered in 308 in NATO. That's why there's a less of a magazine for it. So the AK comes with 40 rounds, the ARX comes with 20. And it does have a 1.5 and a 2 times, scope. It also has a flash hider, compensator, muzzle brake, suppressor. Does come with vertical or angled grips as well, so you can choose between the 2 options. Secondary weapon of a .44 mag semi-auto handgun. It comes with a high-end scope. I believe it's a 3 times scope, which is not, it's not for me. So that's why I always choose the Beretta. But the .44 mag semi-auto is a high-powered semi-automatic pistol with a small magazine and mounted low-power scope. Next secondary weapon is the PRB-92, which in real life would be the Beretta 92 FS. This is the standard issue 9mm handgun, a classic sidearm, effective from short to medium range with high stopping power. She also has 2 gadgets of a breaching charge, which deploys on walls and floors and barricades, and a flashbang or stun grenade, delivers a non-lethal explosion that blinds nearby enemies. Her appearance, what kind of headgear she has. So this is what she looks like. She wears her little beanie. I don't want to call it a turban because I'm not too sure if it is a turban. But this is her next, she has a bone dry. So this is like a season pass kind of thing that you were able to get if you had the season pass, back when season pass was an actual season pass, just getting the operator. But now it's more of like a battle pass. This is the uniform that I get. So I have bone dry for her. This is what it looks like. Nice little camouflage. And then you also have the regular default skin that is almost a camouflage. It's like a sand color, like tannish, so it blends in with the desert. Victory celebration, we don't have to worry about that. Portrait, operator portrait is what she looks like. Card background, it's just gray. and then everything else is just a little different. But now into the operator guide. So it does tell you how to play. So you press RB, or if you're playing on PlayStation, it should be R1. It equips your special attack, and when you press RT, you shoot the air jab. When you shoot the air jab, it goes onto any surface that your laser is pointing to, goes onto the surface, and then it will show you this outline of circle where it covers. So anybody who runs into that specific outline will get hit by the air jab, and then once someone runs into it, bang. So you see how the air pushes them to the ground? That's exactly how it works. Push them on their ass. They can't shoot or anything while they're falling on the ground, which gives you time to look at them, shoot them if they're on the ground. Now, getting into the bio. This is the main reason why I have this video. It is the bio of Nomad. So Nomad, again, is Year 3, Season 4, part of Wind Bastion update. She is an attacker. Her operator name is Sanaa El Maktoub. Her nickname, Nomad. Organization, GIGR. Squad, Wolfguard. She is 1.71 meters tall, 63 kilograms in weight. She was born on July 27th. She is the age of 39. So it doesn't give me her year, it just gives me her age. Okay, so she was born July 27th, but she's 39 years old. She was born in Marrakesh, Morocco. Now let's get into her bio of who Nomad is. Her background. Deep down in my veins, I knew I had to travel. Now that I have, I'm certain I haven't traveled enough. Brought up in a wealthy Moroccan family, Sanaa El Maktoub traveled considerably at a young age, visiting Europe and North Africa, and dreaming about braving remote regions. She enlisted in the military at 19 and later joined the Groupe d'Intervention de la Gendarmerie Royale, the GIGR, after graduating from Legendary Fortress. She served 4 tours with the Mountain Infantry Battalion and took part in the Flintlock exercises and joint missions with Trans-Saharan Counterterrorism Initiative partners. She became her unit's expert on environmental operations. Between tours, she undertakes solo expeditions. El Maktoub is among the few explorers who can cross the Sahara, climb up the Alps, trek through Asia's rainforests, march along the Arctic Circle, and still return to her unit in operational shape. Rain or shine, desert or polar climates, she can walk through it all. Perceptive and resourceful, she's an expert survivalist who sketches out her trips in her notebook. Psychological report. Specialist Sanaa El Maktoub is constantly on the move, thus her codename Nomad. The only time she stands still is when she's sketching in her notebook and following the recovery of her fingers, no less. I think her privileged upbringing instilled her with a private need to succeed, pushing her to conquer mountains and terrains her parents never faced. She likely got accused of being soft in her childhood, and she set out ever since to disprove it. In her, it's created a world-class extreme environment expert whose reputation precedes her. Specialist El Maktoub possesses unmatched resilience to survive the elements, and her endurance is famous within the military circles. In fact, the first time I encountered Specialist El Maktoub's name was through a research paper about military fitness assessments. I can see why she's valuable to GIGR. She claims that anyone can develop her survivalist and planning skills with experience, but she's being genuinely modest. Bragging seems antithetical to her, and I think that somehow diminishes her own sense of accomplishment when she has to somehow diminishes her own sense of accomplishment when she has to talk about it. She certainly doesn't do things the easy way. Her drawings are her photographs. Truth be told, I'm envious of her spirit. First deployed in the fortress at the start of her military career, she did extensive training under the leadership of Specialist Jalal El-Fassi. It would be interesting to see them work together again under different circumstances. During her expeditions, she encountered a number of secluded cultures like the Maasai in Kenya and the Nenets in Siberia. It's resulted in self-taught skills in culture diplomacy. While Rainbow Six recruits specialists from all around the world, I guess no one else has seen as much of the world on their own as she has. And still, she wants to become the first woman to cross Antarctica, alone, on foot. I have no doubt that she has accomplished to do that, but I hope it doesn't cost her more appendages. I privately worry that she considers such injuries a badge of honor and proof that she isn't just some spoiled rich girl. That was all written. All those little dots are just inserts or inscripts or whatever by Dr. Harishva Harry Pandey, director of Rainbow. Her training. She was trained at Kasbah Sekra Mania and also worked with the US and Morocco Flintlock regional exercises. Relevant experience. She worked with Royal Moroccan Army, Mountain Infantry Battalion, and Trans-Saharan Counterterrorism Partnership. Here are some notes. Several operators have grown accustomed to calling Nomad's grenades air jabs. Zofia coined that term. Nomad doesn't seem to mind saying Kaimniesgelgal. I don't know how to pronounce that. Once it's launched from the custom rifle attachment, the repulsion grenade can stick to a wall, effectively becoming a trap. No matter its location, there's a short delay to allow the chemical adhesion before the air jab is considered active. The pushback grenade is then ready and can explode when the enemy is within range. The proprietary adhesive compound, or quote-unquote goo, allows the grenade's body to stick to any surface. These air jabs are non-lethal and they can still pack a punch, pushing back and disorienting enemies who get caught in the blast radius. Nomad had the idea for the modified launcher and the repulsion grenades following one of her expeditions. She prototyped the attachment herself until Mr. Maktoub, Nomad's father and former governor, was able to pull some strings and get some country's researchers and engineers to work on the adhesive compound and repulsion technology. The non-lethal aspect of this gadget allows for a wide range of applications even outside the military, but Nomad remains the sole user of these air jabs as the grenades themselves are too expensive to mass produce. I didn't think a launcher this compact could shoot grenades that release that much pressure. However, I wouldn't compare them to my M120 Creme or my breaching rounds. Each of our gadgets serve a different purpose. Written by specialist Eliza Ash Cohen. And that was everything of the bio, background, and information of Sanaa El Maktoub, quote-unquote Nomad. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like always, stay healthy, stay sexy, and I will see you guys in the next video live stream. Have a good night. Goodbye.